Welcome, pilgrims, to a brand new pilgrimage called Disco Elysium. Let's see. Uh, Get to create our own character. Thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people. Knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Very physiological. A magnet personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. Interacts with the world, done with bricks. Let's create our own character. Okay. So, let's put some into each. How agile you are. How physical you are. Your psyche. Intellect. Okay. I'm a little weak. Average. How smart you are. Let's put average. Let's do... Great. I'm pretty... sensitivity. Raw brain power. Pretty smart. Pretty weak. How agile you are. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so average is all the above. Okay. So we'll take 1 point out of physique. I'm average agility. I'm good with psyche. I'm actually really good with psyche. Let's do 225. So good at psyche and intellect. Oh, set a skill. Your signature skill. Oh god. Get 5. Hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Shrug off the pain, they don't have to hurt you more. Enjoy healthy organs. Tune into the city. Threaten people, composure. Stone moves a bit. Speed. Wow, this is very in-depth. What if you put... Oh, so you get a different... Oh! Okay, so you get 1 extra point or something. Drama, understand creativity to the world through art. Let's do conceptualize. Art of persuasion. Hold yourself together. Hunches and good feelings. Authority. Let the body take control. Struggle for... Cool for high strong investigators. Shoot now. No. Cool for city lovers. The wisest of the streets. Okay, cool. Okay. Those who could take a hit. Lookouts who don't sleep. Human batteries. Don't let the world kill you. Okay, I'll put 1 in endurance. Alright, let's do it. Fairies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. In the clearest waters, okay.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever,
Never, ever, baby.
Simply keep on nodding.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's
Ew.
bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light. Never let go.
Alright. Nothing down to fuck all, Borough.
A return trip to silence, please. To the silence, please. Let's visit the ancient zero point. Look, I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit? Oh.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
I need to belittle myself.
Do you really?
Don't be naive. Of course not. I want to sail the inky blankness.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine
This
of
is
pain
dark.
and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck, and I'm in it. Stop, I don't want to hear about more sensations. Take me back. No, I'm not scared. I'm a
The
champion.
stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Cut my half. It's trying to murder me. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their mouth? Okay, I'm a bit scared now.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
This is
So
scary.
now you know what it is. A Caprice Canadian motor carriage.
Oh, a motorcycle. I am butt naked. Excuse me. L3. See a bathtub. It's locked. Okay.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Excuse me?
If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous.
Oh, my emotion.
An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie. The switch must be broken because nothing happens.
Okay. What is, what does that mean? Oh. I could talk to
You
Yellow?
hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay. I took the key, a disco blazer.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my
A
hands?
fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in.
So that's the size of the impact?
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay. What's this? Tore out the tape while the singing was playing. Okay. Let's go to that.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Okay.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really,
nothing.
Or recollection of the person
The mirror's talking to
people
me.
in your life, and even the world you're in, has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sure everything's fine.
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm scared. I want to stop doing this.
Behold,
Oh, man.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar of a late-stage alcoholic.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
This is what some
You
stars do.
can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Stardom. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too in a sad has-been kind of way, and there's a charm to it. It's expression paint.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Do I have to do these? Let's go away from that. Look away from the mirror for a second. So I found that you could come back and do some challenges. Okay, what is this? Find your other shoe. So let's walk out. Oh. Something on the table. I guess we'll take it. Red checks can be tried only once. White checks can be tried over and over again. C makes you dizzy. Okay, got it.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Okay. Let's go back in. So, every time I do an action, something happens.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
You seem perplexed.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, you're mostly drinking.
On her, let her know you want her physically. When the right mind would let me be her.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Her mind will let me be.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
See why they wouldn't trust me as I can. I let it go.
Retreat is not a winning tactic.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Oh.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Let's go downstairs, I guess. Show our money? Oh. Where am I? Oh god. This is where lyrics should be. Oh, karaoke machine waiting for someone to sing it, isn't it? Speaker.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's Cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
This goes well with the theory of developing nouns. What should I say when it comes to
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it.
I really
Don't
get a
worry.
gauge on my soul. I was thinking I should sing something happy, gets people going.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
This goes well with their own developing.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought.
Oh my god.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a
this.
stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Because the doors with a man in the bomber
Why
jumper.
don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Fine. A woman's hand wrote yesterday. Coming from the juicer in the kitchen. Wild pine
On the
photo.
counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium.
What's this lady
Hello,
first?
sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you
God.
approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you.
What is
You are sure of this.
Esprit
Why?
Corpus? Understand cop culture?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptual. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
It's very cool. I won't come off like a douche if I call myself that.
You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance.
Don't worry! Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name.
Oh no.
For one classy cop.
Yes, well,
He didn't even process what you just said.
Not
Just
for a
goes on.
moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been
Torque.
trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I have.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah, no.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
He would
It
prefer
is
the body
obvious
to
he
no
would have
longer be in the
preferred
tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm the police? I can't remember anything. What are we supposed to do again? Let's get going.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Okay, now I can interact with
Yes.
him, bro.
What do you want to know?
We say it's a mysterious
No,
case?
It's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor
Why?
dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the
something
case
otherworldly
getting
might
more
happen, yeah.
mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s, what more you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure?
No, something isn't happening. Because it's not part of reality.
So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
From different... Why are
I'm
we-
afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man...
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
Convince Kim there's a sexy dark twist in the case? Okay, so... I think you should know I can't remember anything.
Me? I don't see
Yes.
how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We're working together. If we have... We'll work better together if we have more rap on it.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
I guess you don't need glasses, then. That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's a part of the world, officer.
Okay.
A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian.
Those are a lot of big
Seoul.
words.
Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
Making it sound interesting, I still want to know
You're
more
barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. What do you mean?
You think you're... You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations like...
I have
right?
no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be right. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material
Aspect
and
corpus.
extrinsic.
Also, it's cop stuff. And then, what was the other one? Conceptualization? Understanding the world? Okay.
But this isn't an old school case.
Okay, you're one of those old school detectives, not respectfully. So, how do you... So you're saying your brain never chimes in with the
So what? That makes you the new school? For real detective work, nothing beats.
The lieutenant produces his small, that's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums.
Yeah.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Okay, let's go talk to this guy.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
The
He
unimpressive
drops the ledger
beard.
he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
As I said, detective.
Fantastic.
Looks like when you left your band, looks like you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Who made the call? Okay, so that was a lot of stuff. Sing karaoke, really? Interview the cafe manager, inspect the body, report your badge missing. Finally, there's a pissing competition. Ask him about this after initial inspection. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave radio.
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need direction.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope...
Thank you.
And it says he opens his notebook.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, I just went for it. You're right, probably should have asked.
Good for you. Was there... Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get back
That's
there?
easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to...
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
No, I'm not the bartender.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This is clearly a touchy subject for him.
I have 3 cafeterias I manage.
I heard, yeah.
Why
that was
would I
good.
have a problem with you? You're a hero, cop. Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing all this time?
No, I haven't seen you around. I just got here, remember? Was there anything else?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But...
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounced the R with a ma.
the IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
What do I owe this place for? What exactly is money? You're under arrest.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. What are you, a philosopher?
So I woke up and had trouble remembering even the most basic concept. No.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of
Don't
Royal
show how many
Extra.
times are yours.
Yes, it is.
10 plus 10. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you
The cafeteria manager stands silent. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for... That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't have a home. I don't remember my home. Fuck this place up.
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund...
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station.
forward.
I have a shortwave radio in my car.
Good luck.
Oh, God.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank.
Do I have an
but
idea?
you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague blackened
A
image.
vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Gotta trace the way back somehow to the exact street, exact number.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Oh. Pay for damages. Impossible. Legendary. Oh my god. Gas station for additional funds. Wait, what's this? Internalize something? Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps. Oh. I did not know I was gonna have to internalize something.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's
Why,
Sweetie?
you are, officer. Handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Dimple, not stupid dimple. I don't want to talk about dimple. Thanks, I
You must
appreciate it.
forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slapped
I'm
someone over her
Lena.
head.
My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
You could see her twiddling her thumbs.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or...
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Whatever do you mean?
My wheelchair partner in fighting crime, riding back. Nothing. I was just thinking the lyrics to the song will roll me.
Yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletch. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed.
Like a stunned fox.
Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
If you're right, I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing up.
You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in the Rags cafeteria?
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Revachol. What kind of place
How would
is
I
this?
even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. The city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Spring of 51, I'm sure, is the year all I know is we're approaching. It's a bad year to be in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. Oh my god.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
I can't see.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
It's kind of democracy and dictatorship. Our leaders are fierce workers in civilization. We're governed by intelligent machines. Radios used to control people. Cop regime. I'd like to think that it's dictatorship of the... something tells me it's not. Travel machines. Radios. Intelligent machines. I think it's the dictatorship of the Polaroid, but something tells me...
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship.
But they still have cops.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter. But we should stop for today, sweetie.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is the revolution?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. Of course, sweetie, I really don't know.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks.
You were doing quite well up until the end, dear.
It does
look like you're having trouble remembering.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his...
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Of course, dear. Good.
Okay, that was embarrassing.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary up with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
I'm secretly thinking about it the whole time. Actually, should I be thinking of this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. I do need rum and a lemonade.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking.
Jesus Christ.
Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain. What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Jesus Christ.
The worker, isn't it? Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. Into the primordial darkness.
Okay, let's go out the door. What's this? Fuck the police. Oh my god. Pigs go home.
The RCM in Martinez. We don't see a lot of police around here. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? What do you mean?
I am disoriented. I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Oh, that's right there.
She's relieved someone has come for it.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates.
Okay,
some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay. No problem. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
Okay.
Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
No,
As you
okay.
already know, there's a corpse there.
Oh.
Don't worry, miss.
Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body.
Sure, keep them.
Okay.
I have another pair.
Okay, cool. Thank God I got gloves. Let's see. Bone gloves. It seems to be meditating. Okay. We'll do that later. What's this? We got a bag.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the... This button looks new, but someone has removed the...
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Two-step back, inspecting their names on the list. Okay. Oh God. Spoil meat.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted at...
Okay. It's a 28% chance. Oh God.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud.
I'm hungover still. Kid, what are you doing?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
God.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy... I mean
Juicy
drugs.
what
The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow, saying
The
another
rake,
off one.
Kuno! You should throw the rake at him!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure, unfettered id.
Okay, so I'm gonna save right here, guys. Oh God. New save. I'm gonna get back to inspecting the body shortly. Okay. You guys have a good one. Thank you for watching.